Hey guys, welcome back, and right now we're gonna continue with What's Your Name? So last time I played the Lampire's route, which is this guy right here, the first guy on the left side. And now we're gonna play a new route. I don't know what we're gonna get. I'm gonna try, I don't know if there's an order this game, to be honest. I'm just going what I can. But seeing how there's an order system in the title screen, I wanted to see if I could get the two, I guess, the twins. But we'll see. I'll see what I will do. But yeah, basically we're gonna continue with this game. I did a playthrough for the Lampire, and I could post a link down below in the description or in the end of the video. But yeah, let's start right now. So yeah, in this game, we basically joined a program called the NCIP, which is technically like a matchmaking service for humans who want to date mythical creatures. Yes, we want to do that program. Obviously, you guys check out my playthrough for the other video. We kind of learned there's some type of sinister secret going on behind the program. I mean, they're kind of hidden, but it's pretty, yeah, it's there. Well, eventually, you guys check out my other video. But they made it seem kind of like oh nice, you get to meet potential partner. But there's kind of something sinister and dark going on, so yeah. Anyway, it will continue with that theme, so don't worry guys. We're gonna continue with that theme too, so let's go. Now obviously I already played this portion of the game, so I don't feel like rereading this again. I did do it for the other video. Basically, obviously with a new dialogue, we can use scenes. I'm obviously gonna say it, but here we're just basically they're looking at our vacation to see if we could be assigned to a potential life partner. But obviously, before we do that, we have to answer some questions so they could see who could be our match. So our first question is, what kind of pet would you prefer? Okay, so I'm gonna go with second one. Cute, a little small, cute, soft, huggable. Question 2, how about you discipline a child? Last time I picked the second one, I believe. I'll get permission from their parents first. Because that's how I am, apparently. So I'm gonna go with the third option. I'm that mean. Yeah, we all gonna have to clean up. Question 3, what are you willing to spend a lot of money on? Okay, so let's pick a different one. I'm hoping to get a different character. Who knows? I might get the same character even if I pick the different options. It depends, I guess, but I guess I'm assuming each response goes with different characters. Because there's 3 characters, there's 3 routes we could take. So that's what I think. Anyway, bunnies, my tattoo parlor, and I picked this one last time. When I buy a whole family of bunnies. Question 4, what are you most afraid of other than monsters? Now this is when the question gets deep, so let's see. My family falling apart, reaching my ambitions, and being alone. Well, I'm gonna go with these 2. Let's go with this one. Question 5, how skillful are you at lying? This much. You guys can't see me, but I'm like in between. I can and I can't. There's no line in my career. The moment the lie is discovered, you're blacklisted in every company for life. When a police officer said that, you learn a thing here and there. Okay, I said the last option last time. I guess I always pick the third one every time, or what? It feels like that. So these 2. These 2. Let's go with that one. Okay, so now we will be given. So basically, they're reminding us that they're gonna review our application and that we take full responsibility of our protection and well-being. So it's on us, you know, just clarifying that, which is kind of weird, especially since we played the last game. Like I'm a little like, like, because it seems like they do offer protection, but they don't. Especially the last game, we did play the Lampire's Route last time. It's a scene where the MC has like a wristband, and they never mentioned that at all. It wasn't until when she felt threatened she actually have it, and I'm like, never mentioned the wristband at all. Like I ain't paying attention for that until she fell in danger. So I guess in a way they give that to feel safe, but I guess in the same time it's on us. I have no idea. But anyway, back to the game. So our goal is to learn their name, and then what they have given us their name is proof they have chosen you to be their life partner. Until then, do not reveal your name. And obviously, we won't be safe until they have given us their names. Okay, they're gonna analyze our results. So they already found me a partner, a possible partner. I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for someone that could be my possible life partner. I'm so excited. Yeah, totally. Anyway, let's start. Okay, so this is different, so I'm looking forward for this. A woman was sitting at a table booth, occasionally looking at her watch. She grunted in annoyance, crossing her legs. Her finger was tapping on the table, starting to regret choosing the booth by the wall for privacy. To think my so-called best friend would just register me for this nonsense. Oh, so it's our friend. Last time, I think it was us. It was the main character, but okay, different story, I guess. The tapping multiplied, all four fingers drumming across the table. She checked her watch again, clicking her tongue and moving to leave. Okay, so we're pretty impatient. I guess we're waiting for our date to show up. All of the bump into his chest. Oh, are they already leaving before we began? That's not very nice, says the person who I guess we were waiting for. Our people, it's just twins, the twins. Oh, so we got the twins. I can't see them though, but we'll see them soon. And Betty was surprised for a moment and then glared at the pair for her. Those in the MCIP are going to hear from my lawyers. Not only did they accept a faulty application, but they pair me up with two creatures? Do they have no morals? Well, two is better than one. Anyway, one of them guided her back on her seat while the other waving a waiver over. Kind sir, will you bring us a menu? I'm pretty sure the lady would be pleased to finally have a mirror. So they invited us to wait in this nice place to eat, and they took a while. She was very considerate to wait for us. My booty shivered and sighed, put out by their harmonization. Well, they're in sync. Our waiter came soon enough, bringing menus for the three of them. My booty originally thought of only coffee, but decided against it. I mean, hey, if it took them a while, they better buy me a meal. Her stomach was going to rumble any moment, and she better not have them looking down at her for keeping quiet. A strawberry shortcake, please. Oh, the sitter ready? They all talk in sync. Our day has barely started, and you're already having a cake? Willing and ready to go. Eee. What? They're shouting? Eee. My booty struggled to keep herself from shouting. I already have lunch prior to our meeting, and there's nothing wrong with a lady spoiling herself every now and then, you know? I want something sweet. I'll work off the cake tomorrow. Do you see this, brother? Why, yes, she's ignoring us. Do you think we scared her already? It would be quite a shame. Do you two even order? Blueberry pie. She balked. When their suits arrived, my booty stabbed into her cake as she glared at the two. The smell of their pie still made her sick. Oh, so we don't like the pie or blueberry? So, my lady, may we have the pleasure of a nickname? No, we can't reveal our name. Okay, they're really onto that. It was a nickname, but I don't know if that means the same thing. The twin in purple potted his elbow on the table, laying his face onto his palm with a wry smile. We can see you're not stupid enough to just give out your name. That is the point of the game, literally. I don't have one. Yeah. The one in green pointed at himself. Oh, I guess it's my nickname. I actually don't have a nickname too, so I kind of agree. You could call me Cat if you wish. The purple one might make his brother shortly after. And you can call me Dragon if you wish. That's what you can change into? Oops. Look like you caught us. Ooh. My buddy sighed, massaging her temples. Surely you two gentlemen are sharp enough to realize we are severely mismatched. Ah, but we really like you. She finished up her cake, getting ready to pay her part of the bill. I apologize, but I have far enough of this farce. When she reached the counter, two hands were standing past her head, one holding the bill and the other a card. We'll be covering the bill, if only to make up for being late for our date. Yeah, you guys were late. My buddy gritted her teeth, feeling eyes on the three of them. Mythical creatures or not, a moment being on a date with two men was scandalous. Oh, I'm like that. She can't afford to lose her reputation in her sweet sanctuary. As much as she wanted to explain the details, it only appeared as if she were making excuses. I apologize for taking up your booze. I'll be sure to make up for it at a later date. She spun around, marching out of the shop. It didn't take long for my buddy to get irritated again, spotting the reflection following her down the sidewalk. Grunting, she stopped, looking at them over her shoulder. I believe I called this off. Even though we paid for your cake? That's not very nice, you know. Why, we hardly got the chance to even speak with you. I ain't seen enough to judge what kind of characters you are. You hate that, brother? She got us all figures out. Then tell us, what kind of careers do we have? Okay, you better not give me an option right now. I'm not that much of a fool. Even I am aware that all types of personalities can land various types of jobs. I'm simply sparing us precious time that could be spent doing something more productive. Just as if I'll tell you. Work. Now, if you excuse me, I'm heading home to start on paperwork. It's pretty obvious that this was a mistake. She didn't give them a chance to restart, hailing a taxi and getting in. She gave him an address near the opposite side of the town, close to her real destination. Her eyes finally remained on the back of the seat in front of her. My buddy only glanced at the side view mirror before the taxi turned, not spotting the twins. It only took half an hour to arrive. My buddy quickly swiped in her car and giving her thanks before exiting. Finally, she reached it, her feet were firmly panting on the sidewalk, her eyes taken in the sight as she smiled for the first time that day. The bunnies have babies! My buddy was fully aware that the pep store was closed. She only came there in hours there were no business. The less people who see her, the better. See, my sweets, I'm so close to that promotion I can taste it. Then, like a family before, there's that small cottage with the rabbit hunt, where all the space you could ever ask for. There's a garden where I can grow your vegetables too, and a spare room inside all for yourself. Either they work there or they're gonna be there. And they also like bunnies, I'm gonna assume. But let's find out, I mean. She could feel her stress melting away, cooling as she watched the bunnies hop about. This is worth dishing that day. Eh? That's what you left us for? Some bunnies? The bunny inside turned cold, the happiness flowing out of her. She saw the reflections. They were standing right behind her. Oh gosh. Run away. Ooh, crap. I'm gonna try to do good on this game. I'm gonna say nothing. I don't know why. I can run away. I should have put that option. I think we scared her. Yeah, you guys did. Oh gosh. So the dragon guy says, makes me want to play with her some more. Seems we made the right decision, dear brother. Hey lady, we asked you a question. It's rude to keep us waiting, you know. Her mouth gaped as he spun her around. How did you find me? Wait, why am I even asking that question? You're mystical creatures. The agency did give you the results. With our race, correct? Do you remember our race? The lady rolled her eyes, easily recalling the information. You're both Punkis, or Pukis. I said Pukis. You're both Pukis. Most cultures label you as small dragons that serve a master, stealing for them. Some say you're appearing as a glowing light or a fireball. There was even a mention of Pukis being owned due to some fetish. Wait, what? What? Okay, whatever. So has the lady figured out how we track her down? Do you guys fly? A booty hummed to herself, eyes slowly dripping to the bunny. She bit her tongue to stop herself from smiling. Oh, is this too hard for you? Don't be ridiculous. If you were humans, you'd probably put the old fellow that card trick. But I don't see any taxi behind us on the way here. Oh, don't tell me you forgot the crucial detail. Oh, you're not as fun as we thought. Detail? I'm aware of your shapeshifting ability. I even pointed it out back at the paint shop with those lazy nicknames of yours. Still though, I can't believe not one bit of information mentioned your Pokés would also have a human form. The twins chuckled, shrugging their shoulders. When you have no master, you're not forced to live a life of servitude trapped in a small body. It's nice to be able to fly around at will and wake up the neighbors by mounting us out their windows. According to our great-grandfather, we have it easy. So, do you figure it out yet? I saw nothing in the mirror, so you couldn't have been flying, and as cats, you wouldn't have gotten run over. You're on the right track. Why am I even going along with this? You didn't fly, you didn't chase after, and I know there's no way you teleported. Plus, you got here shortly after me, as if you were right. Did you hitch around the taxi itself? Yeah, you got it! And for answering correctly, you win a prize! There was a small poof, a cloud-colored small temporarily binding her. When it cleared, it was nowhere to be found. So my prize is two of them leave me alone? That is quite a prize. Boo! That's wrong! The voices came from around her feet. Slowly my booty looked down. Sitting on her feet were the most adorable cats she had ever seen in her life. She overlooked the green and purple hat potted on their tiny heads. Oh, they're the cats! My booty slumped the cats in her arms, snuggling their heads. Oh my, you're almost as adorable as those baby bunnies. If only I could take you back to my apartment with me. Would you really now? We wouldn't mind at that at all. The voices brought them back to reality. They were close. Too close. She had once I forgot they could turn into cats and literally manhandle them. What would I scream? Oh, what would I drop? Oh my gosh. The twins' wives at the sudden scream. Ah, I'm gonna scream because I forgot it was them. Retaliating by clawing her face. That's not nice. It only got worse. Somebody drove them away from her before grasping at her face. Their claws had gone in deep. Her eyes saved only because of her glasses. Oh my gosh. She cried out a blood-curdling screech when she felt a finger through her cheek. Oh my god. Did I got a bad ending? I feel like I got a bad ending. I think I did. By screaming, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't say quiet. I mean, that I should literally throw them, so I'm thinking that's worse now, but She cried out a blood-curdling screech when she felt a finger go to her cheek. My face! What did they do to my face? A pair of arms pinned her to her chest, another approaching with a rag. Her mouth was smothered. Dragon eyes stared into her as she continued screaming in the makeshift gag. What? Are they trying to, take me away? Our apologies, but we cannot allow you to report this to the agency. It hurts. The minutes tick on, my bloody body growing sluggish. Why? I only screamed. They put it something to my mouth to make her fall asleep. What are we going to do, brother? Neither of us truly meant to harm her this way. Don't worry, her uncle has friends in a certain market. They have no trouble with damaged goods. My buddy struggled to stay awake, but she had loosened the battle. I never even got to pet a bunny. That's more important, guys. I didn't get to pet a freaking bunny. I prayed that she isn't kept alive. Really? Oh my gosh. So they kidnapped me and took me somewhere else. And apparently my last words was that I never got to pet a bunny. You know what? That's good. Anyway, guys. Contacts have reported in. My buddy wristband has been returned. Pairing was a failure. Applicant and subjects P-017 and P-018 were seen in public during their dates, so assign future pairing with caution. So this time we were in public. I know in the other route with the vampire or the lampire, we were in his house, literally, so there was no one there. We were outside in public, and I now understand what the P the letters stand for. It's for their names, which is Pukis or Pukis, right? Pukis, and the L was Lampire. So 017 and P018 were seen in public during the date, so assign future parent caution. Sent as applicant after the ECC report in. What does it mean? We got a bad ending. Should I drop them or should I do nothing? Let me drop them. So now I'm gonna drop them for being ungrateful. Anyway, with a loud shriek, my buddy proceeded to drop them, pointed at them. You tricked me! The two cats grinned at her, interlinking their tails. Who, us? We did nothing at all. They simply rewarded you by allowing you to see our cat forms. Seeing how you gleam at the side of the little footballs, we thought you loved the sight I was in these forms. Near us could I predicted you'd pick us up and shower us with kisses. That's a lie, and you know it. Not once did I ever I kiss either of you. If I had known you were those cats, I never would have picked you up. There was another poof. My buddy coffee from the colored cloud. She tensed up when she felt her arms hooking around her shoulders. Enough chit-chat. It's time for us long-awaited date. But before we head out, we need to change your wardrobe. My buddy scoffed, trying to resist as they laid her down the sidewalk. There's nothing wrong with how I dress. Those driving rags? Completely unsuitable for where we plan to take you. Don't try to give me fashion advice, Kat, when you're wearing a woman's vest. She had already signed a relief when their arms slipped off, her glare meeting their eyes at the sleigh in front of her. My vest, you say? Sure, the buttons are on the left-hand side. Probably because I altered it that way. And who said there's an Irish club rule about which gender can wear without button tops? And there are plenty of brands that already broken that rule anyways. Satisfied, they linked their arms around hers. She couldn't escape this time. Release me this instant. If you behave, we'll turn into cats again and let you pet us. Kitty! No! I can't let them take advantage of me. I have to stay firm. Why will the two of you leave me in be? I made it very clear that I have no interest in either of you. Oh, but you have interested us. They kept dragging her along. My buddy sighed as she gave up. It's only been 2 hours and she was already exhausted. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my clothes. Yes, it is a business suit, but only because I was at work before this stupid date. My booty only groaned as he pulled her out of another shop. Just pick already. Her eyes driven about the triathlon on a busy street. The twins smoothly made their way through the crowd, keeping her in between. Not once did they ever bump into someone. They must be nothing compared to cars. My buddy Sarah passed her by, endlessly wishing she were back in front of the pet shop at home with her laptop. Then a girl caught her eye, shouting about with her group of friends. My buddy kept herself from staring too long, forcing herself to look at others. Please, please, please don't notice me. Hey, Cat, perhaps we've been going around this the wrong way. What makes you say that, Dragon? The reason why those outfits look hideous on our lady here, there's no smile on her face. I wonder why. Well, I'm getting bored of going from shop to shop. We still have our standards. What's your idea, brother? The clothes our lady needs to wear, it must be something that'll light up her eyes, the way those bunnies sit back at the pet shop. You want to dress her up as one of those bunny girls? I absolutely refuse. Aw, Cat, it seems you missed it. Cat yawned for a moment, rubbing his eyes. You know, I usually have my nap by now. Well, you won't have to wait much longer. Cat, I'll believe you pleased with my discovery. Cat turned to her eyelids droopy. Try not to run him from Dragon. He enjoys the cat and mouse game a bit too much. The group of people around them jumped past the sudden green smoke. He disappeared. My buddy feeling a sudden weight on her shoulder. Okay, so now the other guy left, so now she's with one of them, but... It was a small dragon with a tender green on his scales, still wearing that dang small hat. How does it make their hats change colors? Mind carrying me? Otherwise I'll nap on your head. And before you ask, I'm not carrying him. I have to make sure you don't run off after that. With her gun, she awkwardly pulls her arm. Cat climbed down, feeling my booty adjust her arms in a more comfortable position. He nestled in the crook of her arm, popping his hand on her shoulder. It took no time at all for her to jump out into dreamland. Okay, so he's there, but he's sleeping. Dragon continued to lead her through the streets, eye dripping down to the actual dragon. To the actual sleeping dragon. I don't understand if they have a collars or pendants when they ship, but a hat changing colors and shapes? Her mind itched to know the answer. Then before she knew it, Dragon was gone. No matter what direction she turned, she couldn't find him. That's messed up. Wait, so what did he turn to? He turned to like a cat or a... Let me see. I lost it. I don't know what happened. He turned to a dragon, I guess. A small dragon. Ken is like a bang cat, and he may not be soft and fluffy like he was earlier, but he's so cute in his own scaly way. Note to self, make sure they never discover I think both forms are adorable. My buddy knew standing in the middle of the crowd would help her seek Dragon. She pushed her way to the outside, standing against a wall where she couldn't be bumped into. Well, how they follow me? I know they're clever, so they won't be aimlessly walking around looking for me. There are Pukis shapeshifters. Cats will get trampled while dragons can fly. So he's probably... There he is. Oh, so he was a little cute dragon. She waved her free arm. The small dragon quickly spotted her. He flew on down, landing on his right shoulder. He looked nearly identical to Cat, only his scales having a purple tint and wearing a purple hat. My apologies for leaving you. I didn't want to wake my brother up. Next time, if there is a next time, that is, let me know in advance so I'm not left in a buzzily crowd being pushed left and right while holding a slumbering Pukis. He only chuckled, leaping onto the ground with a purple cloud and knowing everyone around them. My baby refused to acknowledge she was getting used to it. His hand moved to the crook of her arm, lightly pulling her to the side. I asked for directions and know which way to go now, so come along. My buddy honestly hoped this would be the last door they go to. Her arm was getting numb from holding Cat. Ha, that sleepyhead. Here I am escorting you like a proper gentleman and you get to doze off. I still don't understand why I'm paired with both of you. Wouldn't the two of you prefer to have your own special someone? Dragon only smirked at her, taking off her glasses to look directly in her eyes. Perhaps we requested it that way. You're a smart woman, you should be able to figure it out. I'm curious though, what type of hoops you mystical creatures go through to take part of the program? I have heard there were some in other countries that were slightly rejected, but the reasons are not given. Sorry, but that's a secret. Really? Okay. Contracts preferred you from saying so, and even saying that the contract forbids you also results in breaking it. Dragon chuckled, his gloved hand trailing from her elbow to her hand. He interlocked her fingers, her thumb rubbing hers. My body felt no blush or tingle, always slight confusion. What are you exactly doing? Imagining that Cat is our child, and the two of us are walking home together. That did the trick, my buddy instantly looking away. Cat wouldn't appreciate being compared to a child. Dragon, tell me, why did the two of you enter together or even choose to pursue humans at all? I'll tell you why we entered together. Cat and I are born the same egg. Because of that, we had the same heart. Twins are very rare in any dragon race. The same heart? That's right. We like the same things, hate the same things, and so on. We had tried to do different things before, but that will always end up the same. Where I go, he goes. It's a Pukis day you can't explain. Yep, so to put it bluntly, it's impossible for us to love different women. As much as we try dating different girls, even give wyverns a chance. I think that's how you say it. I guess I can understand that. As why we choose humans, Cat can tell you. No fair. Dragon snickered, placing her glasses back where they belong. Looks like I have some research to do. You'll have to give me your prescription later so I can give you some proper glasses that suits your complexion. My buddy mumbled, not wanting to quite clearly say this day would be the only one. Dragon led her down a couple blocks, taking them to a part of the town that she never went to before. I was honestly surprised to hear at this shop. Shame, really. I would have promoted it myself had I known of it sooner. What shop exactly? You did praise those other shops. They just had nothing that suited me. The street was far less crowded, the pair having elbow room. I believe she told me it was this one. The store I pointed to was quite plain, having a simple sign that read, Lady Lolly's Lolita Lullaby? Yep, the girl I was so confused about the sign too. Thought it was some badly named baby supply store. Other than the appearances having no windows and poor naming, this boutique has top quality dresses. My buddy caught a glimpse of the dresses through the glass door. I never even knew we have a Lolita store. My buddy didn't put up much resistance. Dragon softly pushed her inside and took Cat from her arms. Her pouting didn't last for long, jaw dropping at the assortment of Lolita dresses. A burst of childish glee overtook her. My buddy cried out in elation, zipping from one corner to another as she had all of the dresses. For that brief moment, she felt bliss. It was only when she pursued the shoes that reality returned her mind. There you go. Ah, so that's what you meant. Oh yes, she'd be far more vibrant than she ever looked in those other outfits. Not to see you awake now. I told you so, Cat. A woman becomes absolutely radiant when she's wearing something she loves. With a strong regret, she swiftly marched outside. Her booty felt utterly humiliated, her fear controlling her. I don't belong here, especially I love this style. It will never look good on me. A businesswoman who wears Lolita dresses is unheard of, and she forced herself to swallow down a sob, blinking away the coming tears. Only cute girls could wear cute dresses. I'm just a plain woman with no attractive features whatsoever. And that's why it will always be. My buddy ignored her stare, instead of walking out the door she'd never have an outburst. Why didn't I call the agency to tell them it was a false application? Why did I answer that quiz? Why did I let myself get pulled along? But you need to get back home, where she could safely crumple to the floor. Just grab that fluffy blanket of hers, wrap herself up and stare at videos of pet bunnies the rest of the night. All I need to do is get the promotion, buy that cottage with the rabbit hunt, then I can live happily with bunnies of my own, just me and my soft bunnies. Are you really trying to ditch this again? I'm not some toy. I haven't never dressing up. Besides, those dresses are completely unsuitable for me. Cat came to her Rachel's sight, but she refused to turn around. Don't lie to us. You know we're there too, watching you run around like a kid. Cat stepped in front of her, stopping her from walking away further. You know, you signed a contract. You still have to spend the rest of the day with us before you can properly reject us. It was unreasonable in the first place to be assigned to two men. Something felt wrong. The only time she heard her only one voice was when Cat was nappy, and everybody knew she heard their voices again. So wasn't Dragon saying anything? Everybody glanced at the star window beside her, receiving her answers. Dragon was slowly approaching her from behind, arms gradually getting closer to her. You know, you're being a very naughty little bunny right now. I just gonna go to a wall? I also pressed the abort button. Angela, what do you think you're doing trying to sneak up behind me? Oh, nothing. Just perhaps maybe lift you up in my arms like a bride. Doesn't look that way to me, Dragon. Do you enjoy playing as a little mouse? Because my claws are itchy to catch you. Is everything a game to you? You two are just... I'm just gonna skip some scenes apparently. Let me go back and see what it says. My booty hand slashed onto her hair, scratching into her scalp. Why will you leave me alone? Her back slid down the wall, starting to hyperate. Oh my gosh. At this point, Cat went over to his brother, slightly touching his arm. You get into one of your moods again. Why didn't you wait back at the lullaby? I'll stay here with her. I like how the story is different compared to the other one. So I like how the story is different, which I think it makes sense, but I just like that they did it differently. And I noticed that this one has a more sad tone to it. I don't know, compared to the first one, I didn't feel, it felt more different. Like it has a different tone. Like I feel like the MC is also different compared to the first one. But anyway, let's just continue the game. I'll give my thoughts when I finish the game. So let's continue. Dragon merely hummed, touching Cat's arm in return before he walked back to the lullaby. My booty kept her face down, taking deep breaths. Her hair was all tangled up, but she had stopped tugging on it. Cat sat down beside her, washing her face. As much as you say you want us to be no part of this state, I'm sure your pride as a professional career woman is telling you otherwise. Unless you have some other reason to come meet us. It just takes a phone call, the NCIP or whatever signed you, remove your application altogether. Is it perhaps that you saw us more as potential pets instead of valuable suitors? She flinched. There it is. After setting it up on your trace, you were expecting to see two small dragons, weren't you? And instead, you got two full-grown men. But she sat upright, hands on her lap. Cat cautiously reached out, patting her head. You just stop being so nice to me. I feel like a bitch, and like a witch. And you pretty much figure out my true intentions. Dragon and I would like to play on your serious types. My booty pouted, crossing her arms and looking away from him. Oh god, I hate that I had this. It skips ahead. That's why you keep pestering me? That's, and we like your scent. Oh my gosh. And your reactions. We were so unsure though we hitched a free ride on your taxi. Wait, what? Well, guess what the way you smell at the flip balls. A bunny coughed at the green smoke. Face turning around when she felt him climb to her lap. Aww. There we go. He stretched out, giving her a loud purr. You're cheating. You can pet me you want. She happily took up the offer, scratching behind his ears. And what about me smiling? I'm not exactly pretty. Cat wagged her chest with his tail. My brother and I had none of that. That smile, it reminded us why we joined the program in the first place. To find a human who found happiness in the simple things. True, my brother and I have our standards, but we want a mate that will be acceptable of us. That will use us like the masters of the past used our ancestors. Oh my gosh, why is this skipping? True, my brother and I have our standards. Oh, you still hate my clothes though, don't you? Absolutely, because they're rags. Let me save this too. I don't want to be like... Absolutely, because they're rags. We want our mate to be herself with us. However, you may read that drab, thinking thing to your job. My brother and I don't like competition. My buddy rolled her eyes, glad no one else was on the street as she stroked his fur. So, what do you start at the lullaby place? I have my reasons, which are personal. You'll tell us eventually, with how stubborn your both are. That reminds me, I asked Dragon why you two entered the program. He told me why you entered together, but that's it. Ah, so he wants to tell you why we're pursuing humans? Yes? That's easy. Us Pokis, when it comes to mates, are low at the end. We can love one and only one. And since we share the same heart, we can't love two different Pokis, and none can love both of us. What about the creatures? We try, but they're more monogamous. Now, as for you humans, oh no, you don't mean, yep. No matter, your race has just a low morals. No matter the time period, there's always men with harems and multiple wives. Even today, there are men that have polygamous marriage. That's why you choose humans? Oh my gosh. Nothing stops kids or everything ordinary men for having more than one love. So what's stopping you from loving the two of us? You two have quite the unique thought process. You know us so well. Dragon's waiting for you. Why was he approaching me like that anyway? It looked really creepy in the window. Cat looked up at her. His eye dilated to give her the face and people have a hard time resisting. The cat equivalent of the puppy dog eyes. Must now. Ah! So that's your answer. Only Dragon can tell you why. Oh my gosh. Okay. My buddy sighed, shooing off her lashes set up. Fine, I'll ask it myself. She shakily walked back to the store, trembling as she pushed the door open. Dragon was near the dressing room, comparing a few accessories. Nervous, she approached Dragon. She cringed at the click her heels made, gut twisting when she didn't turn around. All right, no more of this. Why? What? I don't get two options. I'm like, make him turn your way and ask him why. Just tell me why. Whatever. We'll continue. Maybe I'll probably get the bad ending to be honest. We'll see. Cat got your tongue? Haha. You can call him all you want. What? No, no. That's strange. You usually shoot your mouth right off. Heck, that's all you've been doing up to this point. What? I'm so confused. Like, oh, bad ending? We'll find out. It's not that, just really hard to find the words? Huh, sorry, I find that hard to believe myself. He lifted the glass door, waving Cat over. Come over here, I have something for you to try. Cat was right behind her as he followed him to the dressing room. What are they up to this time? Cat, how much longer do we have? I'll say 5 minutes tops. Looks like this is the end of the date. What? Before she could ask why? Why? Dragon tied a ribbon around a lock of her hair. She could only look on in confusion as Dragon removed his gloves while Cat left. My buddy cringed a bit when Dragon claws slid out the tip of his fingers. When he bit off a piece, she had to look away when green liquid dripped out. She flinched when he tossed the claw into his mouth. He stood in front of her, tilting her chin as Cat left the dressing room. I'm trying to visualize this because obviously they're not showing the picture. Dragon swiftly brought his mouth down upon hers, then slipping the claw into her mouth. My buddy pounded his chest, screaming as she felt her tongue starting to melt. He refused to let go, now filling up her mouth with strange fluid that smelled of gasoline. She was eventually forced to swallow before she drowned. Family Dragon pulled away. Considered it a parting gift. He gently placed her in the dressing room corner. Her gut twisted about to retch. However, he pressed a spot on her neck. She couldn't move. I have a particular uncle who indulges in a certain hobby. I'm just making sure he can't use you for parts. My buddy saw Cat come in, taking Dragon's place. Cat leaned down in front of her, plucking the strand of her hair. Just like Dragon, he placed it into his mouth. My buddy didn't even notice his kiss as he slid the hair into her mouth with some more of the foul-smelling liquid. The moment she swallowed, she grew drowsy and the pain faded away. That's for entertaining us somewhat. Good night! As her body continued burning down from the inside, Buddy felt only a slight tickle as she drifted away. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a bad ending. I'm not doing good in this game. Oh, well, okay, we'll continue. Honestly, let's just... Okay. Contacts have reported in. My booty and the shop owner bodies have been found deceased pairing a massive failure. Applicant and roaches were seen in the public eye during the scheduled date, so proceed with caution. My booty's body is no longer recognizable. Contact the CEE and ECC immediately. Sending the said applicant to a severe suspicion of their deaths. This is a bad ending? It felt like a worse ending, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, let's see how it is. I want to go back because I don't get what that scene was just so random. I don't get it. But anyway, maybe I was close to the end. Maybe. Anyway, let's continue. Why? Tell me why. Actually, Dragon sighed, shaking his head. Why this? Why that? What are you doing? Blah blah. Don't mock. Shut up. Oh my god, I got another ending. I'm really doing good in this game, aren't I? My buddy camped down her mouth. The two of us, we were told you're the smart woman. Seems to me that MCIP thought wrong. Kat and I have high hopes in you, yet here you are, asking why. Oh, having a talk already? Kat joined Dragon's side. Memory is twin. I suppose that means you fell. What do you... There you go again with the questions. Sorry, my booty. We have zero interest in simpletons. Her entire body froze. How do you... My buddy Kat flipped his hand out, and it was her wallet. He took my wallet? You forgot a crucial detail about us Pukis. We're thieves and one of the best. They're trying to rob me or what? They slid her around her, hands poking at her body. It's very tempting to sell you as either a whole product or as ingredients. However, we do like you enough to keep you alive. How about a deal? A deal? In exchange for staying alive, you'll be our guinea pig. Although with your name we can easily command you, but we are offering you the freedom to choose your face. To be stupid enough to lose my wallet? Would I die from the test? Of course not! On the contract, you'll be our wife to the outside world. So we must keep our beloved alive. We'll just be giving you potions, hacking you and sewing you back up is all. Oh, that's a nice... Is that a claw? Nice. I like this. I think we're closer to the ending actually. That's kind of quick in my opinion. So this must be the worst ending. Zoom up. The scaly hands caressed her face after she collapsed to the floor. We'll take very good of you, promise. It just needs to... Say you agree, my buddy. Wait, you know our name? How did that happen? Wait, I have not been paying attention. What the fudge? Oh, they're probably talking about my freaking ID or something. I have no idea. Oh, okay. I forgot about that detail about the name. They mentioned it when Kat said, "Sorry, my booty, but we have zero interest in simpletons." And then she was like, "How do you?" And then he took out, and it was her wallet. And I guess she had her ID or something. I agree. Good bunny. Subject P017 and P018 has gone rogue. MCE has been dispatched. If the applicant is found alive, MCBR will be contacting ASAP. And to further notice, applicant is declared dead within the MCIP. So do not report the applicant missing. If the body is found, contact ETC so they can remove all traces of my booty. Superiors have voted to have all of the subjects with classification P0 erratic community. Remove the P0 subjects discreetly. Do not allow other mythical creatures to discover the existence of any FCCEE members. If it's a discovery, silence them and report to higher up. Now moving on to the MCIP assignment. Continue assigning applicants to other classification as to not catch the media attention. Meeting is adjourned. Okay. So we got the worst ending. Okay, quickly let's get the good ending. I like how My buddy marched over to him, grabbing his face and turning it into hers. Don't ignore me. Just make your look at my way. He snickers, positioning his body towards her. Before she pulls away, he took her hand in his, rubbing his over her knuckles. So what is it? She hoped she wasn't blushing. The way you were approaching me earlier, were you trying to scare me? The glint in his eye told her enough. You were? How dare you? But you're so much fun to tease. You and Kat are insufferable. Maybe, but you haven't snatched your hand away. My buddy huffed, only pulling slightly. You reveal your deep dark secrets to my brother? They both saw Kat coming in, but he didn't approach them just yet. No, I haven't. He simply figured out why I want to meet you two. Oh, the whole pet thing? Not gonna happen. We enjoy our human forms. Her cheeks flushed to a bright red, distracting herself with a couple of ribbons. So, did I tell you make up? With a breathtaking kiss and flowers falling over us. That did not. Her arms were stuffed with a dress and other items. They pushed her to her dressing room, giving her some privacy. Instead of, trying to, yeah. As she held her frilly dress in her hands, she felt tears drip down her cheeks. How did they know I love pastel colors? Oh, that's horrible, I'm sorry. The way I said it. Her back to the mirror, she began to change. When she finished, she avoided looking at the mirror. Instead, she walked through the door, squeaking with the twins instantly surrounding her. There's our bunny. Kat undid her bun, her long brown hair falling to her back. The bunny was sure it looked like some animal nest. They said nothing of it, Dragon fixing a headband on top of her head. She did complain when he took away her glasses, stopping when Kat started brushing her hair. Once done, they gently pushed her back inside. No, I'm too afraid. Go on, it won't hurt. Trying to see the results, her hand pushed her further until she was in the mirror. They better show us how she looks like, okay? I'm asking that. Then she looked. She had to cry for the third time. But when she saw me, her heart swelled up. With the twin framing her, my buddy felt she was just put out of a storybook. Irvin's? Oh, now we know their name. Yay, we're a match! Whoa, I need to know his name. Irvin's, I believe, probably found the outfit. Why, yes, Rehards. Rehards? I wholeheartedly agree. Okay, now we know their... What? Are you two... You're Lavent? Maybe? They said her expectantly. What is it now? No, I'm not telling you my name. Eh? For all I know, you two switched the name or made that up to trick me. But we're not trying to trick you. The only way I ever tell you my name is after the second, no, third date. But only one date is allowed. I have a friend who found a few loopholes that can easily persuade the MCIP that multiple dates are needed to ensure the human safety and thoroughly check if the parent has chemistry. Her lady jumped when she felt her hands intertwine with hers. So you do like us. You just want to be courted first, so spoiled. Irvin's free hand was holding her wallet. Why do you... We're thieves, remember? And you, my booty, are going to be our most precious treasure. And since we know your name, we can get married right away. Oh my... Yeah, it's always marriage, huh? Okay, I mean, hey, happy endings, right? They took her along going to the cash register. Irvin has sneakily removed the price tag, scanning it to the owner. I'm not agreeing with this. A purple cloud fled out the boutique, my booty panicking. No, don't you. Please. She couldn't say no to this adorable face. Richard, but Irvin's, won't you? Irvin, I don't know. The names. I mean, I never really heard those names. Green smoke joined the purple. No! We'll let your own buddies in, promise? Aw, she is cute. So the MC looks different compared to the other MC. That's actually interesting. So that was true. She swept them into her arms, kissing their noses. Aww. A must. That's my final offer. Then, marriage. The twins glance at each other, the tail wrapping around each other, and a weird tail shake. Heya Everyone, what are you doing? Wait, that's it? They're like, what are you guys doing? And that's it. Wait, let me see if I missed that. I mean, I guess we'll find out. The MC looks different compared to the other MC, which I'll mention that before because the story feels different, and I feel like her personality is also different too. So that's interesting, honestly. I like that. Anyway, let's see what we get for the good ending. So we got the good ending, yay! After how many attempts? Okay, so we have this subject P-017 P-018. So their abilities are shapeshifting and potion. So that what they put. That what they were. That scene where they gave her this liquid. It was actually potion. Oh my gosh. I say oh my gosh. But yeah, the P stands for the Pukis. That's their. I guess that's what they are. Special conditions correspondent for our underground business in Pearlington. Sounds familiar. Okay, let's see the parent result, which is good at this point. 54 kills and approve. Yeah. Alright, guys, so we got the good ending. After how many times? Like, how many trials did we have to take? Literally, I did, in the end, I literally picked the wrong choices. I stayed quiet and then I said something I shouldn't. I was asking questions actually, and he was like, all this and that. Why you have to ask questions? Anyway, we got the good ending. And now we're gonna reward ourselves by playing the bad endings. Let's do it, guys. Let's start with here. Hopefully I remember what to say, but let's do this. Okay, so let's run away. This one doesn't sound nice. Shirley managed a couple steps feeling the hand off her shoulders. How rude. They turned her around, clicking their tongues as they shook their fingers. We only asked you a question. It's only polite to answer, right? Their cat-like pupils constricted to erase her thin appearance, a dangerous glint flashing for a moment. Then it passed, followed by grinning in sync. What? Why? How do you find me? Wait, why are we asking that question? You're mythical creatures. Okay, so the scene that happens, that continued the storyline, so that's possible for a good ending. Okay, let's stab their feet. Let's stab their heel with one of your feet. Let's see how that reaction will take. I just did that and they literally just snatched my arm, dragging me to an alleyway. Okay. They both snatched an arm, dragging it to the alleyway. How nice. Release me this! She was slammed against the wall, her head recoiling against it. Both of her hands stuck into her skin, keeping her arms pinned. She didn't have the chance to press the abort button. My head. I believe sworn she could feel their claws through the gloves. You forgot a very important lesson, human. We mythical creatures are dangerous for a reason. Really? Yeah, that's true. I believe tried to call for help. Her mouth instantly colored with a rag. Slowly she felt herself drifting off. Chloroform? What kind of places are talking about? Should we cut her up for ingredients or sell her whole on the market? What? I say keep her whole for now. You know how our uncle has this scurry an eye. Someone help me. Sweet dreams! So they contact them and then the wristband has been returned. Parents of failure. Okay. Okay. So they mentioned this place where they'll always, every time we get abandoned, they were always refer to their uncle, like their uncle is involved in something, like he owns something like a business, and it seems pretty like secretive and really like dangerous and bad, but they don't really clarify what it is. It's kind of like I need to assume what it is. But I guess they use people, and they use parts of people, humans maybe. I have no idea. Anyway, let's pick a different option. So this time I'm gonna say nothing. Last time I dropped them and I screamed. If I scream, I got the bad ending. If I dropped them, that continued the story for some reason. Okay, let's say nothing. Ah, how boring. Is that all you're going to do? Stare at us with your mouth open? You're so predictable. And just when we thought we found an interesting toy. The toy? If I had known you were those cats, I would never would I pick you up. Enough shit chat. Okay, so let's continue the story. That's a band cat on a bench. Let's let's totally pick that option. And by the way, let's go over the limit at this point. It took her a bit of time to find a bench, but thankfully it was empty and clean enough. Hey, at least we're nice. We left him in a nice clean bench. Okay. She delicately slipped him onto it, pausing on a moment to make sure he didn't wake up. So we're gonna try leaving. Bye. Oh. My buddy turned around and on leaving. She only managed to reset before her arm was suddenly snatched. Ah! Okay, so they drove me in the alley again. She was thrown in the alley, lying on a few shards of a broken bottle. My arm! Didn't anyone notice him throw me in here? I wouldn't have to guess who it was. You. You really are a deplorable woman to leave my brother alone like that. Do you know what happens to a Pukis when they're alone and vulnerable? He isn't alone. He's in a public. My booty. Dragon pinned her to the ground with only one hand, the other stabbing the broken bottle to her arm. When she screamed out from the sudden pain, he stuffed a pill and white rag in her mouth. Oh my god, somebody please help me. Anyone, I'm right here. Please, he's going to kill me. I'm sorry, someone has to do something. I mean, they're literally in public, so you will think there will be people there. The crowd out on the sidewalk didn't notice a thing. They probably did, but whatever. The crowd out on the sidewalk didn't notice a thing. Now we glancing into the alley. I'm sure you're thinking that we will only become servants. Use that little brain of yours. The little word bug you? I'm sure you're thinking that we will only become servants. Use that little brain of yours. The little word bug you? The word fetish was mentioned for a reason. So actually, what they are, I'll leave it to Uncle. No, 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 no. I don't want to find out. I'm sorry. I don't want to die. Despite the pain, my body felt her eyelids grew heavy. She had to fight to stay awake, afraid of what will happen to her. No, stay awake. They'll kill me. must stay. Soon enough, Black Dog's caught her vision. A dragon whispered in her ear, "My uncle will love to meet you." Okay. Same thing. Okay. That's interesting. I'm just gonna say here. I think last time I picked look for dragon. It isn't my chance. This quickly gathered around her. Her finger touched a small green hat. She paused, making sure the wind didn't wake up Cat up. Slowly her hand flipping off his hat. "I suggest that you put that back before you anger me further." My booty hands froze, feeling dragon's venomous glare. When she didn't comply, he quickly strode over her and clapped his hand onto her wrist. He roughly snatched off her fingers and then gently fixed the hat back into original position. Goosebumps crawled upon her skin as his hand traveled up her arm, tightly grabbing her shoulder. She swore she could feel claws pricking her skin through his gloves. "I suppose it's our fault for not telling in advance." Yeah, it is. There's a proper warning. Never touch our hats. The smile on her head and he gave her brown no comfort. "Understand?" "Yes." "Good." "Why?" "Who knows?" His hand moved to the crook of her arm, slightly pulling her to the side. "I guess we didn't get a bad ending. I don't know, whatever." Okay, we're gonna try to push the abort button. I'm pushing it! Cat eyes turned cold. His smug expression gone. Dragon didn't stop advancing though, roughly grabbing her shoulder. Dragon dragged her to the alley, Cat following as well. They must really like taking me to the alley. That must be their favorite spot at this point. I'm just saying. They both pinned her against the wall, each holding down an arm. They looked at her with disappointment. "A human can only amuse us for so long, but you're just not to our standards. What are you?" "Shut up. We did give you a chance, and you blew it." "I don't understand. Why are you two?" "We told you to shut up. But since you want to know so badly, you ran out of chances." They leaned in, licking their earshell. "But instead of ending the date, we're going to take up the MCIP offer." The beauty turned a bit pale, so confused. "What offer?" "Yeah, what offer?" "We're running low on stock. So the MCIP sent us a few products to test every now and then." "Congratulations, you made the cut. Should we keep our skin to ourselves or to have our stuff as a keepsake though?" "Tempting, but there are a few clients whose skin tooths are rotting." Wherever Worm Booty felt more sick, shaking her head in disbelief. "You're part of the black market?" "Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. As your prize, we'll make sure our uncle doesn't do a full examination." So little we learned more about what there are. So they are part of the black market. It did sound something like that underground, but whatever. "As your prize, we'll make sure." Okay. "No, you can't. Please, I'll do anything. Just please do." There was a honk. The three of them looked into the street. "Yes, someone noticed us." Well, my buddy was about to call for help until she saw a small dragon wearing a hat poking its head out on the passenger's side. "No, no, 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 no. Please, no. I don't want to die. Please, God, please. And look, our ride's our ride." "Thanks again, Uncle." They returned their attention to my booty and leaned and whispered into her ears. "Uncle will take very good care of you." Subject P017 and P018 had disputed their payment. Subjects were satisfied with the academy ingredients. They decided to take part of the program and have sent an application. Prepare the application. So they do know what's up. Well, of course I'm aware, but it feels like yes, they are. Sneaky little guys. So they sell human skin? Okay, I'm gonna do nothing. I put the dragon had Dracula pep in her body. A little more. Now! When his hand was about to touch her, she turned around and slapped him. Needless to say, he was shocked. She was stuck from behind before she could talk, tumbling to the sidewalk. My booty didn't get a chance to react as she was assaulted again. A scream stuck in her throat as her stomach was pierced by a hand. Cat, why do you? I only slapped him, can't breathe. Cat glared at her with absolute hatred, his gloves lying on the sidewalk. My booty could feel her blood pouring out, body growing cold. Cat was about to remove his arm. Dragon stopped him. We can't have her dying here close to that lullaby store. Keep your arm in there a while longer. I'm going to contact him. But he... Shh, no one ever know. It was only a slap. So why? Why? Dragon eyes never even glanced at hers. Please tell me why. She'll just be another missing human. Just try another. Contacts have been reported and a booty wristband has been returned. Alright everyone, this is the end. So I just checked to make sure and yeah. So this is the end of What's Your Name? We completed now the Pukis Route, which is the twins. And now that will be it. It feels a bit much shorter than the other one, I believe. It might be, I feel like it doesn't have less options, but I think some options we have to, like, we could get bad endings more and then good endings, but I think it depends. But anyway guys, we officially completed the game and yeah, I think now we learn a bit more about the NCIP and learn more about like what's really going on. It does seem to confirm that they are really shady. I mean, at this point, I think they know what's up. I mean, we were confirmed last time, but now, it feels more like, it feels like the more and more we get, and yeah. So yeah, I just did enjoy this. I like that they did a different character. In the last one, we have a different character, and now here we have another one. So different characters. And what else? I also like that the story is different too. It doesn't follow the story from the first one, like from the other ones. It has its own story. So I also like that as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll play the next one, which is this guy right here. And we will get to play, I'm assuming he's some mermaid type guy, but we'll find out. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time. And hopefully you guys like this video. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. And also, you guys don't know, and I think I mentioned it just in case, I did play the Lampire Route, so check that one out too in case you haven't seen that one. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!